Breaking news comes from Fairfax County right now. Officers are on scene of a deadly shooting on Route 29 in Centreville. And here's what we know so far. The victims are two males. One of them died at the scene, and the other has been taken to the hospital with what are being described as life-threatening injuries. Our Tom Rousey is live on scene right now. He's gathering the latest details. It's very active, Tom.
It is still a very active scene, Megan. This is a combination commercial and office building just off Route 29, just off Route 66 here in Centreville. Let me step out of the way and show you a closer look at the scene, including the vehicle with the doors open. We believe was one, at least, of the vehicles involved. This is still an active scene, but police do not believe there is any threat to the community at this time as a whole. Now, here's video we took earlier. This happened around 9:30 a.m. this morning. Preliminarily, police say they believe two men met up here in the parking lot for a drug deal. Well, something went wrong and it apparently turned into a shootout. One of the men who was shot died on the scene. The other was taken to the hospital and last I heard was in critical condition with life-threatening injuries. Now, again, initially police feared there were other suspects potentially out there on the loose, but they no longer think that's the case.
It did occur in the parking lot. It looks like when the possible transaction occurred, the shots were fired within the parking lot. Again, no other victims were hurt or shot. And then currently we're still just investigating the facts to determine exactly where all the suspects were located within the parking lot when the shots were fired. As we move forward, we will continue to have there will be a high presence of officers in the area while we continue to investigate to ensure that the community members who come and go from this area feel safe and sound. But again, I want to emphasize right now there is no concern or threat to the public, and all individuals are accounted for.
And back out here live, the investigation is centering in this area. You may have seen in that video some folks who were very emotional on the scene here. We've seen a lot of people in tears, hugging, just a lot of people in shock. Obviously, this is not something Centreville or Fairfax County as a whole is used to seeing that often, a homicide right in the parking lot at 9:30 in the morning. But again, police believe at this point these two men met here for some kind of drug deal and then something happened, and it appears they wound up shooting at each other with one man dead and one having life-threatening injuries. Reporting live in Centreville off Route 29, I'm Tom Rousey, 7 News.
Tom, thank you. A big response there to a very significant event, a busy area.